Yeah, an intense firefight underway. I'm gonna step out of the way so you can get a look at what's going on. The good news is, I want to start away with the good news. This is not the old brew house. That was the big concern. That is the old brewer house that's been out here since 1906. This is an office building that was built in the 60s. Of course, it is a 3-alarm fire, an intense firefight for the firefighters out here. It's not good news but it is not the 1906 historic brew house that means so much to this community. They are dealing, though, with a very big fire this morning. We're waiting for an update from fire crews, but the good news is this is not that historic brewery. This is an office building that's out here on the complex. We understand it was built in the 60s. Right now, no word on cause. We know this was reported in the early morning hours. There has been some collapse to the building. It looks like the roof has caved in. We're waiting for an update from firefighters right now to get some more details. They tell us this is a really intense situation right now. They're just trying to get a handle on it. We can see several streams of fire as they go into defensive mode, just trying to deal with an intense fight, trying to keep it contained to this one building. The good news again, though, this is not that 1906 historic site. Of course, it's a very important site here for the city of Tumwater. They took possession of the old brew house recently. They've been wanting to restore it, possibly see it become a restaurant or some sort of other something restored here in the community. And when we first heard news that there was a fire on this site, a lot of concern in the community for many that they were going to lose something very important. And, you know, nobody wants to see something like this, but it is not at this point spread to the old brew house. So for now, we're live in Tumwater. Amy Marino, King 5 News.